let's go ahead and move forward. Meron tayong tinatawag na category. When you say category, syempre, meron na tayong tinatawag na goal setting. We already know what goal setting is, kung anong ibig sabihin ng goal setting, and bakit kailangan natin gawin ng goal setting. Meron na tayo or clear na sa atin ang 3 types of goal setting, yung outcome, process, performance, goals. And this time, meron tayong tinatawag na category. What do you mean by category? Ito yung sinasabing short-term goals. We also have medium-term goals and long-term goals. Now, meron ba tayong any question when it comes to the category of goal setting?
Paano mo masasabi na short, medium, or long-term ang goals? Give me an example.
Okay, good question. The first example, I would like to enlighten everyone. When we say short-term goals, ito yung 12 months or less na kaya nating ma-achieve. Short span na kaya mong gawin. What else? Medium-term goals, these are the 1 to 3 years yung process para ma-achieve mo yung plano mo. And lastly, the long-term goals are the 3 years or more in the making. Example, short-term goals. Gusto kong mag-lose ng 5 pounds in a span of 1 month. 'Di ba? So, yun, short-term lang siya. Kasi, tanong ko, madali bang ma-achieve yun? Pwede mo bang ma-achieve ang 5 pounds in a span of 1 month? I would say yes. Kasi ako, me, myself, I was able to achieve losing weights parang about 8 to 10 pounds in a span of 2 weeks. So, I believe that's achievable. Next, medium-term goals. Okay, let me share this one more time. Pwede din natin i-consider, para may consideration naman tayo, not just people who would like to lose weight. How about to those people na nasa career industry? They work in a corporate industry. One of the short-term goals that they can consider is, for example, gusto ko in 6 months to 1 year period, I will be able to get an increase or promotion. That is also considered as a short-term goal. Okay? Okay, now, medium-term goal. This is the 1 to 3 years na maa-achieve natin ang isang bagay. Now, what are the examples I can share when it comes to medium-term goals? Example, ako, I would say na for me to be able to get a new car, I think it would take me 1 to 3 years considering all my expenses to purchase a new car. Bakit? We have to consider our salary. We have to consider our expenses. Our lifestyle also is included to that. And then, of course, yung savings. 'Di ba? Kailangan nating i-consider ang savings, and at the same time, magkano ba yung worth na bibilin mo? Do you think in 1 year makakapag-ipon ka ng worth 1.5 to 2 million na kotse? So, that's one example of medium-term goal pagdating sa isang bagay or material na gusto mong ma-achieve. Or kaya right now, I am a supervisor in a company. Do you think pwede kang maging vice president in the next year or 2? Syempre, hindi. So, maybe that is something that is a medium term. Bakit? Syempre, pag nag-supervisor ka, next to that, magma-manager ka. Pag nag-manager ka, next to that, may next rank. For example, in Fitness First where I used to work, kung ikaw ay general manager, next to that, senior general manager. Next to that, you will be area general manager. And next to that is region head. Then, before you can be a country manager, 'di ba? So it's not going to be a short term. That is what you call medium term goals. Now, lastly, long term goals. What example I can share to everyone when it's about my long term goals? Example, in my current status right now, I am a single parent. And of course, yung age natin is I'm almost 40. Long-term goals na example ko is the next 5 to 10 years, I wanted already to reside to maybe Australia or London where I have an opportunity. Why? Kasi right now, I think happy ako with what I do in my life here. Satisfied ako with what I am doing, with the job that I do, although may struggle siya, pero satisfied ako. So, nakikita ko in the next 5 or 10 years, the moment na magka-college na yung mga anak ko, yung bunso ko most particularly, that's the time na iniisip ko mag-settle na in other country. And of course, bakit long-term siya? Because hindi naman ganun kabilis yon. You would need, again, to save money kasi ang living natin dito and value ng pera dito kahit mag-ipon ka wouldn't be enough para sa short term kung gusto mo mag-reside ng ibang bansa. Bonus na lang yon if you have a family that will support you o na pwede mong matiran or matakbuhan there. So, that's one of the long-term also na nakikita ko. And what else? What other long-term goals yung pwede kong ibigay na example? Providing pamana to my children. I don't think even if I get insurance now, that's going to be short-term. Long-term siya, why? Because maybe what I can afford is a 10 years plan for them when it comes to insurances. And of course, insurance, alam naman natin, the longer your money stays in insurance, the better and the more income your money in insurance gets or earns, di ba? So I don't know if this is something clear to everyone, but pasensyahan nyo na kung ano yung na-share ko sa inyo because what I am sharing is just based on my personal perspective and personal experience. Okay, now let's go ahead and move forward.
Can I have a question?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You said one of the types of goal setting is the process or the behavior. How do you handle or maintain the process of your goals para hindi ka masira or ma-distract until ma-achieve mo yung outcome or result?
Okay, good question. Ano kasi yan no? It's so hard for me to be able to apply this to every person because every person has different attitudes, different behaviors, and different ways and experiences. But because you're asking directly me how I handle that, okay, when it comes to, of course, I will start with performance. After I do this goal setting, of course, ang unang-una kong iisipin kung ano yung mga dapat and kailangan kong gawin for me to be able to achieve that. Once na ando na yun, importante dito na mataas ang driving factor mo. Okay? And mamaya i-explain ko yan. But medyo, can you please repeat the question one more time to specifically answer that directly?
Okay. How do you handle or maintain the process of your goals para hindi ka masira or ma-distract until ma-achieve mo yung outcome or result?
Okay, good question. I work hard. No. Correct myself with that. I work smart. Two kinds yan eh. You work smart or you work hard. I work smart, for example, in a span of 1 month. This is the salary I wanted to achieve because this is the bills I have. What I do is I will really push hard to work on it on the first week pa lang of the month. Para by that time, merong tumawag, para by that time, petics na lang ako on the coming days of the month. Hindi ako maghahabol. Paano ako magfo-focus? Simple lang kasi sa akin eh. Bread and butter ko to. Meron akong bubuhaying mga anak. Meron akong familyng tinutulungan. So do you think there would be a reason for me to stop doing it? And that motivates me. That leads me na,
wala kang choice, Jem. Beggars can't be choosers. 'Di ba? Kung mayaman ka, magmaganda ka. There would be times na titingin ako sa salamin. Tapos, gusto kong sabihin, Jem, pagod na ako to what I'm doing now.
gusto ko nang magpahinga. Gusto kong walang gawin.
Pero, pag napasekund ko sa salamin, isa lang yung bagay na itatanong ko eh. Jem, mayaman ka? Ganda ka? Kung mayaman ka, tumigil ka. Kung hindi ka mayaman, kaya huwag kang magmaganda. So, babalik ako dun sa ginagawa ko. Alam mo yun?
At the end of the day, what we have to understand is we are the only people that can push ourselves to what we wanted to achieve. Tayo lang yung nag-stop, nagde-delay ng lahat ng bagay na gusto nating gawin. Right? So, I hope I was able to answer. In addition to this question, I would like to share to everyone din kung paano ko as a person. Alam nyo guys, it would come to a point na, for example, ano ba yung pinakamahirap sa akin na i-handle nung bata ka pa or yung pwede mong maging ikasisira? Love life. Kasi in any aspect naman kaya kong i-carry eh. Pero dati, nung kabataan ko, I think ito yung bagay na pwedeng makadistract or maraming bagay na, or maraming tao na nadidistract sila. Iba kasi ako, baliktad ako. When I am depressed or I'm broken-hearted, I am more into focusing in what I can do. Parang feeling ko, pag meron akong love life, parang mas maraming hindrance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not saying relationships for me are sagabal. But I think it motivates me to prove myself and to prove my partner that I am worth keeping because I am a person na pag iniwan mo, panghihinayangan mo. 'Di ba? Bakit? Kasi I can focus on my goals. I can go make myself busy working and working harder and harder. Kasi gusto ko hindi ko maisip or walang space sa utak kong magpaka-upset or magpaka-depress. Anything that would make you ugly, that would make you feel miserable, I'm out of that. So, ako, I am focused more and I work harder and work more smarter when I am out of the relationship. Okay? Okay. Now, lastly, I don't know if this takes so much time, but I feel that I am making sense in what I am sharing sa inyong lahat. Now, I wanted to share, pag may goals ka, you know the types of goal setting and you know the category of the goals that you have. Of course, it's really important that you have a SMART goal. What do you mean by SMART goals? SMART goals is what you call, you have to be specific, you have to know that your goals are measurable, you have to know that your goals is achievable, it's realistic, and lastly, the timeline. Example. Bigay ako ng example, no? For example, what is an example of a SMART goal? For me, to simplify, gusto kong bumili ng kotse. When you say kotse, be specific with the car that you wanted to buy. I want to buy a Fortuner 2.0, color white, and with this engine, high-end, with sunroof, power windows, with rims specifically na gusto mo, and that's what you call specific. Alam mo yung kulay, alam mo yung engine, alam mo, of course, kung ano yung specific na gusto mo na meron kang sasakyan. Okay? When you say measurable, gusto ko nga niyan. Itong kotse na to, specific. Alam ko kung anong exactly na gustong detalye ng kotse na bibilin ko or ng SUV na bibilin ko. Measurable, kaya ko ba siyang bilhin? Magkano ba ang salary na kukuha ko in a month? And capable ba ako to buy that car based on the salary and the expenses I have? Remember, we have to consider the expenses and of course the income that you have in a monthly basis. Okay, if you already know the specific car that you want and you know that you are capable and you can measure that this is achievable, of course, next to that, yung realistic. 'Di ba? Realistic ba sa akin bumili nun? I believe with the salary I get, and of course with the job that I do, and of course ang key doon sa sipag kong to, I would say na kaya ko siyang maabot, kaya ko siyang mabili with my salary, and of course realistic siya on my part. Kasi right now, for example, meron naman akong minamanehong sasakyan, and yung price naman nun, magkano ba yung difference to the sasakyan na gusto kong bilhin? Pag binenta ko yun, magkano yung magiging hand money ko? And of course, magkano yung kailangan kong kunin sa sweldo ko para maipon ko siya. 'Di ba? So, gaano katagal ko siyang gusto makuha? Gusto ko, pagpasok ng July 2021, meron ako nun. Kaya ba? Siyempre, i-compare mo magkano yung price, magkano yung hawak mong pera, and magkano yung dapat mong ipunin. 'Di ba? Kung kaya, di ko na i-share sa inyo, I believe kaya naman. Lalo na kung magdodoble sipag ka. Why? In the industry na ginagalawan ko, this is not just about selling. You are sharing and educating people in something that they will be protected and that they are going to protect their family. I would say this is the most easiest job that a person can do. But it's all in the mindset of a person.
I
Okay?
didn't understand that.
Sorry, si Bixby. Ano ba to? Nagsasalita ang mag-isa. Okay. Now, I'm almost done with this. I would like to share to everyone na meron tayong two kinds of motivation. Meron tayong tinatawag na intrinsic motivation and of course, meron tayong tinatawag na extrinsic motivation. And of course, because this vlog is too long already, on my next topic, I will be discussing the two kinds of motivation that can help you to achieve your goals. And of course, in relation to that, I would also give you tips in how to achieve your goals. So I'm looking forward that you like this video and you will also watch the next video that I'm going to make. And of course, maybe the power message I would like to share to everyone, don't let any other people stop you from achieving what you want to achieve in your life. Remember, wala kang kalaban. There's no such thing as competition in this world. The only competition is competing sa sarili mo. Okay? So guys, I hope I was able to share something really great today. Of course, today is Saturday. Have a blessed Saturday. Don't forget to go to church tomorrow. And let's enjoy the weekend. Bye!